Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to match 24. I'm really excited because we're playing one of the few teams that we've not had an opportunity to play yet. We're playing Ogres. They're being piloted by V Illych L. I don't know. He has an insane name. His name is what is it? Comrade
Cobra in the game?
Comrade Koba.
Koba. Okay, that's close.
And his team name is Les Grandes Philosophes.
Yeah, it's these are the French.
These are some flowery names. Those of you who trigger warning for those of you who are offended by me and Berg mispronouncing names, because this is all like philosophers and stuff. So they have fancy boy names, and we ain't about that life.
Rene Descartes is my favorite.
I'm a big fan of Descartes. So ogres are a pretty simple team. They're like extreme lizards. Would you say that's fair?
No.
Not even close?
Nope.
They're like, I think they are lizards turned up to 11.
They're like lizards turned up to 11 if you turned everything else down to 0.
Hey, look at that. I'm throwing a 3DB because that guy's fucking strength 1. He's also fucking armor value 5, so I'm going to actually just murder his face. No, but I'm going to get the KO.
He's fine. He's fine.
So it should be pretty obvious that Suicide Tank is going to be an absolute terror against these guys. Snotlings are movement 5, strength 1, they're agility 3, and they're stunty, but they're only armor value 5, so you like look at them the wrong way and they will collapse like paper. The polar opposite are the ogres. We've seen ogres before. They have bonehead, so you know, they're gonna have to be rolling. I believe he rolls like 93 bonehead rolls this whole game. So first of all, Hayberg is gonna
What?
just pick up the ball.
You said Hayberg, what?
Yeah, Hayberg is gonna pick up the ball.
What? Hayberg, what?
Is gonna pick up the ball.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
Right. So ogres are strength 5, armor value 9, movement 5 as well. Not a particularly fast team, and ogres are the team are very much in the joke tier category. They're not a good team.
Well, no, but when ogres have a good game, it's like when vampires have a good game. It's like when they don't roll enough ones to counteract the joke tierness of the team.
Sure.
It can get real bad.
There are 6 players with strength 5 and mighty blow, and in fact, Illych has gotten really lucky because he has 4 of his 6 ogres have blocks, so he rolled doubles. So he's gonna be pretty safe to just start like mauling my face off.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great.
But again, the problem is that he has to roll the 2+ bonehead, and with 6 players on the field and rolling a 2+ for every single one of them, the odds are at least one player is gonna roll bonehead. And knowing Murphy's Law, it's gonna be the one that you don't want to roll bonehead.
Oh, there we go. Descartes is doing it.
Oh, very important to note that this team has an asshole Tony as well. His name is Murray Rothbard. Murray Rothbard is normally armor value 5. He rolled 2 minus armor values, and he's niggled. So that is a 3 armor value player who also has niggle. So like to break his armor, you have to roll like anything that's not awful. Like it's insane. This player is standing in direct defiance of Nuffle. Like you thought Tony was bad, so like there you go.
Whoa! Tony's a hero.
Bad at staying alive. And he brings in 4 rerolls because he can be rerolling a lot. Ogres, the ogre players, because they're so bad, they don't get loners the way normal big guys do, like the single big guys on the team. Because ogres are a team and they work together, they're not loners.
I'm just still upset. You said asshole Tony sucks at staying alive. Sorry, he's alive. Where's Zanzibar?
That's true. Zanzibar's dead.
Boom.
Another fun thing about ogres, the Snotlings. Oh, of course, every single one of them can throw teammate, so that's really exciting. Almost hit asshole Tony.
Oh, made my heart skip a beat.
Just sailed right over his head and
Tony's
died.
life flashed before my eyes. So many injuries.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into third teammate, and I'm not gonna bore you with the dirty details, but the thing that I wanted to point out is I believe that Snotlings are the only player with the skill Titchy.
Yes.
So, well, first of all, he's just gonna kill himself on So that just happens. Like, oh, that was Murray Rothbard. That's the armor value 3 player. No wonder I forgot about him during the match because he just ran straight into Suicide Tank and threw himself upon Suicide Tank.
Rest in peace, Murray Rothbard.
So, Titchy means that if you dodge into their tackle zones, it's not a -1. So, like, you still have to make the dodges, but if there's just a perfect wall, like let's call it like a gauntlet of Snotlings. If you run right through there, that's just 2+2+2+2+2+ all the way down. So you're gonna see a little bit of that. You're not gonna see a ton of it though.
Can you please stop killing the Snotlings I love?
I really can't. It's so much fun. Finally being on the other end of the murder, whatever you want to call it. It's a blast. So it's pretty easy route to score here. Hand off to the dragon past Elrond. But I'm dreaming a little bigger, Berg.
Are you gonna? Oh yes. Oh, you can't be doing what I think.
So I'm gonna do this first. If anything fails, I'm just gonna hand off to the dragon, take the safe route. I don't want to risk it, but
boy,
I believe in the power of Vassal Tony. So it wouldn't be that's simple enough. Throw to Elrond, but again, I'm dreaming a little bigger. John Wilkes Booth needs star player points.
Boot.
John Wilkes Booth. That's what I said.
I said Booth.
I was trying to say boot, and I said it like a...
I'm sitting here with my hands to my mouth like an overexcited Korean schoolgirl who just saw her favorite K-pop band.
So there's a lot to unpack here.
I believe in you, Tony.
I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to protect myself as much as possible for the inevitable failure of Vassal Tony.
He would never betray you. Tony is a hero.
But I think it's time to begin.
Tony will not fail this. You have my personal guarantee. He is too mighty a player.
Vassal Tony to John Wilkes Boot. The unlikely combination.
Oh my god, the music?
That's it, Berg. That's it.
Woo!
That completion marks Vassal Tony's 6th star player point. It's a GFI into the end zone. No problem.
I'm not gonna lie. Half chub.
And now all that has to happen for the rest of the match...
For him to not die?
For him to not get murdered.
Oh my god, what if he gets injured, takes a minus strength, and then rolls plus strength?
That would be insane.
Oh my god, please, I'm crossing every single thing on my body that I can cross.
Like, I want him to die, but I almost don't want him to die. Because if he dies, I'll never know what he rolled.
That is actually so true.
So again...
At this point, I think you'd apo him, though. I think you would.
Oh god, no. Oh, I should point out... Illych induced a wizard, so he dumped 150k inducement money for a wizard, and that afforded me enough to buy a 2nd apothecary and Bloodwiser babes.
Oh, you're definitely apoing.
God no, I would not even think about it.
You say that, but I don't believe you. I think you'd see it and you'd know. You'd lose half of the viewer base of this LP if Tony died.
Nope, I would not even think about it.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for my viewership conspiracy theory.
I would slam that no button. So hard. Oh, Mikel Foucault has a skill
Michel Foucault.
Yeah, Michael Foucault. He has a skill called Multiple Block, which is kind of fun. We're not going to see it quite yet, but that should be very exciting. It lets you throw 2 blocks in 1 turn, and it's very useful for big guys. The downside is that for each of the blocks you throw, you're at -2 strength, but if you have a bunch of guard and you're already 2 strength above everybody, you can throw 2 DBs in 1 turn. In this case, he doesn't need to do it because he has so many effing ogres on the line that he can throw 3 DBs like it's not even a thing.
Mm-hmm. I believe in Tony, though. He's too mighty to die.
Like, Asshole Tony is getting straight up plastered here. Assuming this guy doesn't... Okay, so he does a bonehead.
Tony's just talking so much shit he can't even keep his concentration.
Asshole Tony is standing resolute in the face of 2 ogres. He just completed a pass. He is now level 2. Well, not yet, but he will be, assuming he doesn't die.
He's not gonna die.
Hey, you know what? Asshole Tony's already level 2. I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Yeah, just retire here. Just call it a game.
He leveled up in the middle of the match.
Yeah. Oh no!
He rolled real bad.
He just blitzed him. Yes!
He lives! He lives!
My fucking boy!
Oh my... Okay, we have to... Okay. I don't care what he rolls on the level up. We had our fun.
No, he's still here. He's never leaving.
We played Flight of the Valkyries. I did it up for Asshole Tony.
Blood in, blood out.
It's time to let... If you love him, let him go.
I'm never letting go.
You have to let him go.
I'm not gonna let it go. 100%.
Asshole Tony's ascended to Valhalla. Let him be.
No, he's not. He's still alive.
No, he's gone. He disappeared.
He didn't. I can see his blood on the pitch, but he's fine. That's actually like a lot of blood. He should probably see a doctor.
Tony at this point is, I think he has no more blood. All of his blood has been shed.
But he's level 2.
That's true.
That doubles his power.
No.
Yep, straight up doubles it.
In fact, his power has almost been halved at this point.
Well, yeah, but now he hit level 2, so that half is multiplied. He's back to his original strength.
Yeah, but
that's how it works.
I cannot.
That's how math works.
I cannot argue Berg logic with you. It's an impossible feat.
I don't even know how Berg logic works. I just say shit and then I decide it's true.
So pretty simply, I have a pretty simple plan here. No, nothing. Okay, so the plan is basically to get, because he spent all of his he put all of his ogres on the line and the snotlings are all back there. The juicy targets are all in the back, and the big scary rough guys are all in the front. So I'm just gonna run past them.
I actually love that he just quoted Game of Thrones at us.
Mm-hmm.
That which is dead may never die.
Sure. Yeah.
That explains Tony. He's been dead this whole time. That's why he's taken every injury.
He's been dead to me.
That's what I'm saying. He can never die because he's already dead to you.
Okay, fair enough.
He's mighty.
So I'm gonna mark Tina Fey. I'm gonna mark Ernst Mach with Tina Fey, because again, Tina Fey is actually a really good marker here in this matchup, because these guys are so slow, and like shadowing diving tackle should be a pretty disgusting combo.
Why would you try to kill Ayn Rand?
Because why would you not try to kill Ayn Rand?
Because they're such good theories.
No. If I could what are you, a businessman from the 80s?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I'm also Donald Trump.
Sure. If we're not gonna get political here, so I'm gonna build a little bit of a cage, kind of John Wilkes boot.
Boot.
One of these days I'm gonna go right in the first. I said John Wilkes boot.
It sounded like you said book.
Maybe I said book. Is that so much of a problem?
Not really. I'm fine with it. I'll let it slide.
Okay. So John Wilkes book is gonna stand kind of in the centerpiece to be sidesteppy. Like, he doesn't have dodge yet, but he's still kind of scary. Suicide Tank, of course, being the Snotling Slayer. I don't want to push up necessarily, just in case he tries to do some third teammate shenanigans. Always got to be on the lookout for third teammate shenanigans.
They never work, but you have to look out for them.
Sure. As the moment you drop your guard is the moment that third teammate shenanigans strike.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to do anything with it this entire game.
Well, he's already thrown one teammate.
Yeah, it didn't do anything, though. He injured his own Snotling.
It scared you. Now, Berg, do you see what I see?
It did. I see a giant hole in the middle of the field.
Do you see what I see yet?
No. Oh!
Wait.
No.
Wait for it.
No.
Ogre ball?
Yeah, no, I see it now. Oh my god.
He has formed the 4 pillars of the 4 unbreakable cage corners.
I mean, they have 2 edgy.
Each of them equal in power.
Except for...
All of them are equal in power, and he hands it off. Agility 2, no rerolls, no problems, straight 6s.
Yeah, that, they're all equal in power, especially that one on the bottom left.
And now a block, Ogre has the ball.
Nicholas Male Branch.
Mm-hmm.
What a player. What a name.
Nicky, we call him Old Nicky Male Branch.
That sounds like you're saying Old Nicky Dicky.
He's gonna go for the dragon. I'm not a fan of... Not a fan of him going after the role players of this team. First asshole Tony, now the dragon.
You're not even gonna acknowledge my awesome pun?
Nope. So, weirdly enough, is this a thing that diving tackle doesn't work against stunties?
No.
Because diving tackle isn't working against these stunties. I'm not getting the prompt for it, and then he just goes ahead and escapes my shadowing. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that last shadow anyway.
Was he rolling all 6s in the dodges?
No, he in fact failed one dodge and had to re-roll it.
Oh. No, that definitely should have worked.
Doesn't Tichy give them +1 to dodge? I forgot about that as well. So they do 2+ dodges.
Yeah. But that still should have prompted you.
Yeah, I know, it was weird. I don't know.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I don't know if that's just like a cyanide thing. Maybe someone more versed in the ogre arts could teach me, but... So, like, I'm reading Tichy and Stunty. Like, I know diving tackle works with Stunty. I know that that is a thing.
I've lost enough skinks to it.
Exactly. So he in fact fails the GFI, and now at this point, like, The threat is kind of right there. There's two gigantic pillars in Jean-Paul Sartre and René Descartes, but like the threat's kind of I know where it is. It's very localized.
Yeah, it's right there.
So I'm gonna build a bit of a containment field around René Descartes, and well, first I'm gonna murder this guy.
Good luck.
I murder them on like everything.
I mean, that's technically true.
Suicide Tank has badly needed this game, I feel.
Yeah. Too bad he has AV7 and he's going to be turned into a fine red paste.
Well, he also has blood sidestep. He'll be fine.
He just needs to roll a POW. How easy is it to get a 3DB as an ogre?
Sure. Fair enough. What I'm going to do here is mark the ball carrier with Suicide Tank, because I'm pretty confident that he's not going to be able to break through my screen and also blitz away Suicide Tank, so he can either ball carrier punch, which is like pretty safe, or blitz Suicide Tank and not really be able to make much progress.
Yeah.
You can see there with Grip Guy, Bottom Skank, Loose Cannon, and Tina Fey, I built a nice little wall. Oh, sorry, Rip Guy is going to fall back. Elrond is going to be the person who fills in this place. But I'm going to kind of surround René Descartes. The last thing I need is a bunch of ogres wandering around in my backfield. I would really love, like, the point of the screen is that I want to keep my opponent behind the screen, and he's kind of punched through a little hard.
I guess. Why didn't you apo Tony?
Because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't want my help, Berg.
He wants the apo.
I don't think Essel Tony wants my help.
You have two of them.
So, Jean-Paul Sartre as piling on. He's real scary. I'm not going to stand next to that.
Oh, he does have PO.
Yeah. He also has BO. Because he's an ogre. They probably smell real bad.
Yeah. This is a team of new orders, is pretty much...
Oh, that's not nice.
That's what it is. It's...
Are you saying that I'm super buff IRL and also dumb? I'm okay with that.
Mostly dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And large.
I'd rather be an ogre than a Snotling. Ayn Rand taught me that philosophy.
Okay. That's actually thematically correct.
Sure.
With the teachings of Ayn Rand.
Exactly. You didn't think I had it in me.
I didn't. I'm impressed. Like a little bit, not by much.
So Pascal's going to take kind of a weird route. I'm really... Oh, well, he's going to reroll it. I was tempted to step into the fire, so to speak, take another 3DB, but he uses his third reroll by turn 4, and even if Suicide Tank dies, I have, like, unfortunately, I can't use Apos on Apos, but I have 2 Apos, so...
Oh, this does not work like stacks?
Not too scared. Yeah, you cannot, there are no Apos on Apos on Apos.
No, okay, what a shame.
Suicide Tank can be fouled, and normally I'm kind of upset when people foul me for no reason, especially later in the game, but Snotlings are like ready-made to foul.
That's what they're here for.
They are express built to foul people.
And he's down 1-0?
Yeah.
On turn 4?
And it's ogres.
Yeah, no, he should be fouling.
Mm-hmm.
Also, fuck Suicide Tank, that's all.
Sure, fair enough. For the wish I had strip ball now.
Oh, you don't have any strip ball at all now?
Well, I have one, but she is the Elven Cheerleader is minus movement and not minus movement.
She's out this game then.
Out this game.
Yeah. Rip.
Mm-hmm. Normally, strip ball redundancy is not always necessary, but be nice to have.
Will help here, yeah.
Yep. I'll have to make do though. It does. I mean, like, getting the ball away from high-strength people, as we proved the last game, is really hard for this team right now. Even ones that don't have sure hands, because I'm now out my strip baller, but...
Well, yeah, but the difference here is that this is a team you can gain man advantage against really easily, so it's a lot easier to deal with.
Mm-hmm. The problem is not going to be... Like, getting the ball away is going to be almost impossible.
It's easy to slow his progress, though.
Yeah, but so I'm basically going to have to just, like screen him out. And that's kind of the plan, considering how heavily he's committed to the sideline here.
I don't know if Fireball could spell destruction.
That's true. They always have to keep in out of position for the Fireball. So it's pretty obvious that he was going to set up for the foul on Suicide Tank next turn, just kind of make his home on the sidelines. So I'm going to move John Wilkes Boot over here to negate these two foul assists.
You better get John Wilkes Boot his level. He deserves it.
Oh, believe me, I'm gonna try my hardest to get. He's only a Kaz away from getting a level.
He just failed to break armor on a Snotling.
That is not my fault.
I mean, you can say that.
I can say that, and it is in fact true.
Semantics.
There are no semantics here. This is called hard fact.
Okay, you're right.
So I'm going to, maybe a little too heavily, screen the sideline.
Yeah?
I'm kind of leaving myself in a bit of a position to get run across the field on. But I'm pretty confident that I can just run it back if I need to.
I have faith in his ability to throw a long bomb to Jean-Paul.
Mm-hmm. That's always the fear, right?
Then run it in for a touchdown. I don't think he can move far enough.
Not really. So he
can actually with a double GFI.
He can score from here.
I think he might be one square.
There are only 5 movements, so.
Yeah, but 7 with it. He's already 4 past the line.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it 11 from the line?
No.
That's what all of my one-turner math works and tells me.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I think he could actually score from here.
Mm-hmm.
If he throws it to him. If Nicky Dicky can make the throw.
Big Nick has already made his movements, and he has committed himself to the sideline. So, this is going to be where the Ogres live and maybe die, and maybe my team also dies.
What a shame.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the name Nicky Dicky.
I'm not going to let you keep saying it. It is now verboten.
You can't stop me.
I can kick you out and start my own LP right now.
Don't make me turn this LP around.
I've said that multiple times, and I stand by it.
You have yet to turn it around, though.
So there we go. He actually does. He actually does use his final reroll to blitz a Blodger and doesn't get a POW.
That's a lot of rerolls used for nothing.
Yeah. When you roll a lot of boneheads, it always turns out that the one that you don't want to happen is the one that happens.
He's failed a lot of boneheads already too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a surprising amount. Like that's it kind of feels like that's what happens with ogres, is that they're not, it's not like one every turn. It's like sometimes none of them do, sometimes like 3 of them do.
It's just one turn you don't have any ogres.
Yeah, there's one, like the one turn that you actually need stuff to happen and none of it happens. I went and looked it up. He rolled what I said, like 95, 90.
You said 83.
I misspoke then. He rolled over 90. I think 93. And 20 of them failed.
Oh, they.
So that's not fantastic. It's not
one of those games.
That's not awful. You roll 93. And
yeah.
But it could have been a lot better. So.
Yeah. Meh.
Like
I was saying, that's the parallel I was drawing to vampires. Like when you have those vampire games where they just devour all of your thralls.
Yep.
It's the same shit as when you don't have ogres for half the game.
Sure. Now, the fun thing I like about this right here is that normally it's like my players are stuck on a big guy and I can't really dodge away because I don't want to make all those dice roll, and the big guy can just maul their faces off. That's kind of what's happening with Suicide Tank. Now Suicide Tank is the big guy, where he's 2 strength higher than these other guys, and they can't really dodge away because they're because of tackle. Well, they can, but it's a little harder.
And he can murder them.
And he can rip their fucking faces off. So I'm trying to decide how aggressive I want to be. Like, I have a plan where maybe I throw a 1 DB on the ball carrier, but this guy doesn't have guard. Rev guy, I can get guard in there, but I can't get another guard in there. And I was thinking maybe I can punch Claude Levi-Strauss with, like, throw a -2 DB, and even if I push him, But that guy with guard is a kind of a problem.
I feel like you're getting too cute with it if you try that route.
And so, like, my other strategy is to just... And so this is actually going to be one of the cases where Titchy works in my advantage, because I can dodge through these tackle zones on 2+, and it's probably fine. So it looks like Tina Fey has agility 5, but she doesn't. So, I think I want to keep trying to pin him. He's kind of fallen back with his ogres a little bit, which are the more important players. So I think I kind of want to keep them at bay a little bit. But I don't want to give up too much ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just rolling back is probably your best move.
Mm-hmm.
Because only real scoring threat is now Ernst Mach.
And if I would have thought a little better about that, I probably would have blitzed one of those 2 with Suicide Tank, just because always be blitzing.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna try to punch an ogre, just to prove I mean business.
Nice, you owe me 10 cents.
For for
The bird dice.
skull push.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And then we're gonna fall back and reform the screen.
Sure, seems good.
Loose cannon is kind of just floating by himself. So hopefully he doesn't just punch a hole right through loose cannon, but
He might. Loose cannon might lose his chestal region.
sure, didn't need it.
Nope. Really, it slowed him down. He's more aerodynamic without it.
He's all arms and legs. That's all he needs for dodging and kicking in that order.
Yep, he doesn't need anything. Oh!
So what he's gonna do is use the fireball.
That's an ambitious fireball.
I'm really committed to headed down the sideline. He manages to get the KO on Rip Guy, which leaves Elrond pretty uncovered. And the sideline is a little bit more open now.
Would you say that Elrond survived through the fire and the flames?
He did carry on.
Okay, that's good.
So here's another case of forgetting about shadowing. And again, diving tackle is just not working.
What the shit?
I don't know.
That's got to be a Titchy thing.
I don't know. I read the Titchy text.
I believe you.
I'm like clicking on Tina Fey to make sure that diving tackle isn't accidentally turned off.
Yeah.
I asked about it in IRC and I didn't get a response, maybe because no one was paying attention. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's kind of upsetting because that would be a really handy way to end his turn.
Yeah, I just reread the Titchy text too, and it doesn't say anything.
Luckily for me, though. Good blitz. Good blitz.
Yep. 10 out of 10 would blitz again.
Pascal the best.
Pascal's the best skull?
This half is very much showing off the dark side of ogres. I swear there's a good side.
There is not.
There is. Don't worry.
How many elves have they killed?
Well, one.
No good side. Nope, he's not dead. He's fine.
Sure. Would you say that he's improved?
Yeah, you know who else has broken a collarbone and came back stronger than ever?
I don't know.
Ryan Matthews.
Okay.
Then he broke it again and he came back weaker.
I don't think anyone who watches this LP knows about football.
Aaron Rodgers broke a collarbone. Would you say he's good?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. He sucks, you're right.
He also doesn't roll bonehead all the time. Like, all the time. Like, every
He
time.
has a mustache, though. These ogres don't have mustaches. We figured out the weak link.
So, luckily for me, a lot of his boneheads have come from when he wants that throw blocks instead of...
What the fuck? This is ridiculous.
I wasn't really sure where he was moving, but that now makes this a lot easier.
I'm actually just angry for him. Oh. But that said, maybe he gets them all out of him in the first half.
Sure. And then
Wow.
that happens. So I can throw a 1dB.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier because of these tackle zones are down. He's coming up on his turn 7, so Ernst Mach is kind of a problem.
You just have to hit him, and he's dead. Nice.
Well,
that's the super berg. You owe me a quarter now.
Are you a whole quarter?
Yep, quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's fine.
Well, yeah, he's fine, and that was not the plan. Like, I'm gonna keep Elrond safe. John Wilkes Booth at this point is kind of the scoring threat. Like, depending on how this turn rolls out, this should be pretty easy. Suicide Tank should be thrown a 1dB. I think I'm gonna probably send the loose cannon and then the dragon through. Because of Bonehead is down,
Nice, good work. Nice snakes.
I can just roll snakes. So this is kind of bad. Though I should have moved Rip Bottom Skank.
What you should have done is not snake a dodge.
Sure. Like, do you see this giant gap right here? Do you see that?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not good. Did you see Elrond Hubbard?
Yeah, it's not good.
So, like, Elrond is probably...
Nicky Dicky, what are you doing?
Nicholas.
Nicholas Dick. Oh. I'm done.
Come on, son.
I'm done.
It's turn 7, by the way.
Ice up, son. Yeah, he's not scoring.
Well, he can score.
Like, in theory. But it's not gonna hit.
The
dragon's dead!
The dragon is KO'd. I do have Bloodweiser Babes, though.
Ding dong, he's dead.
So it's gonna require some sort of ogre ball handling.
That's like the 4th best kind of ball handling.
Mm-hmm.
The top 3 are all Saurus.
Now, I mean, his problem is that he's not really getting anyone in scoring position yet.
I think he's just giving up and punching elves.
That's not an incorrect decision to make, but like maybe Sartre can run down there. He didn't really put a Snotling in any position at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm him, I just give up and punch elves.
Sure. Like this?
Yep. Nice.
This is a fancy bit of chain push shenanigans. It lets you punch Tina Fey and surf L. Ron Hubbard. And if you're gonna go ahead and pow Tina Fey, then you're probably making out ahead.
I was hoping he'd take them both out in the same turn. Oh, PO!
Piling on though.
He rolled 2 1s and 2 2s.
That's not good. That is the bad. Luckily, he rolled those now instead of like a thing that might matter.
He rolled 1s and everything else that mattered already.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
How?
And then Pascal is going to make this a 3D.
He's just leaving that ogre on his own, huh?
Yeah.
Why? Wants the 3DB, I guess?
Really wants that 3DB. That does mean that Ernstmach is now double GFI to score. He's in fact the only player who can score now because everybody is movement 5 or worse. There's a movement 4 Snotling out there, but all these guys are movement 5, so if I punched Ernstmach, I actually can improve because the only one who can punch him is Heiberg, so I could actually improve his abilities to score from here. So I'm just gonna hang out, and I think actually the best way to keep him from scoring is just to get the ball.
I think you should have punched him, though.
Who, Ernstmach?
Yeah, you should have hit him. He doesn't have sidestep, does he?
Yeah, they all have sidestep.
Oh, they do?
Yep, Snotlings start with sidestep. Forgot to mention that. Snotlings all have sidestep.
I forgot it because they always just die on every block.
Yep, yeah. They do have sidestep.
Never mind.
So one of the fun things about Bonehead is I'm going to run right past this guy, immediately turn that's a wrestling thing. Turn the corner, and then punch him in the face with Suicide Tank.
That's rude. You shouldn't have done that.
Sure, I shouldn't have, but I'm going to. He's just standing there Bonehead for multiple turns.
Run the boot over for an SPP.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put the boot to this ball.
Nice. Good work, John Wilkes Boot.
And now if he wants to score, because I have them rerolls, I can afford to do stuff like that. Now if he wants to score, he'll have to get the ball away from my Blodge Sidestepper, and then get the ball to Ernstmach. Not an easy task with no rerolls.
He's just gonna punch elves.
Maybe. He could always try to punch Suicide Tank, and in fact that's what he's going to do after a bit of setup.
Yep, rip. I'm surprised he didn't roll boneheaded. With how the rest of this game is gone.
Sure. It's not incorrect. I mean, it's only 1-0.
Yeah, but still, he's ogres.
Mm-hmm.
Failing bonehead every turn.
Yeah. Oh, he does have a 16-player roster. That's an important thing. Oh, he's also going to foul Tina Fey, as you do, as one does.
Nice.
Because Snotlings are only, what, like 20k? You can afford to have 16 players on the team.
You're required to have 16.
A Snotling is worth 2 cheerleaders. Let's put it like that. And so that's going to go ahead and be the first half. We'll see you guys for the next one.
Bye!